Peace, diehards. It's your boy Eru, Star, host of the Diners podcast. Right now, we at the halftime, the Crunchtime show. Let's change the banner here. We're gonna be doing the halftime segment of the halftime, the Crunchtime show. Get this mic up here, yo, man. This is the type of game that I love, man. I miss this style of game. I know Memphis. They they've been playing behind the whole game. John Moran hasn't really done much to scare us at all, with the scoring or anything like that. They don't really have like a bona fide scorer, but they have a lot of scrappers, man. Them guys been playing some great defense. So you know, in the beginning it was a slugfest, not having to do with offense. The defense was high pace, but the offense was low pace, man. So it was great to see that. I live for these matchups, man. When you talk about like teams like Atlanta and just teams like the traditional teams that we've been playing in this year in the NBA, everything is 3 pointers. The Bulls like to do a lot of backdoor cuts and this type of stuff like that. But Memphis is in your face. You know what I'm saying? So last night I was trying to do a lot of scouting about guys that we could pick up maybe in the offseason to make a trade or something like that. To bolster the team and stuff. So a team like Memphis, I'm looking at some guys on their roster that they got some really good basketball players, man. I'm talking about Desmond Bain, of course, is shooting the ball pretty good. But I'm talking about Dylan Brooks. I don't know if we'll be able to get any of those guys. Even Valanciunas is playing pretty good. But this is my style of game, man. One thing before I get the guys in here, States I'm hanging out. He'll be here in a second. But one thing I want to talk about before we get in here is Julius Randle. Julius Randle right now, he has 13 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. He's starting to get into his mellow bag, man. So that's not a good thing, because that's not what got us to this point. It's great to see him being able to develop into that closer scorer. I would love that, man. We definitely need that because we've been missing that. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see him developing that skill level, closing out games and stuff like that. But we got to be careful because that's not how we won. We didn't win, with Julius Randle, just going one-on-one and chucking shots up, just passing the ball off whenever you get it, whenever you feel like it. We've been winning by him, looking for his teammates and then his teammates finding him. That's how we've been winning. So we got to be very careful, going forward when it comes to the Knicks and stuff. But State will be here in a second. I'm not sure if anybody else is going to pop in today, but I'm going to take a look at the box score, man. Right now for the Memphis Grizzlies, we'll talk about them. Let me make this a little bit bigger. I'll just pull up their box score there. They got Dylan Brooks. He got 9 points. I like Dylan Brooks, man. They got him listed as a forward. He's really like a shooting guard, but he's strong. He's not afraid. That's one thing. He gets up. He's athletic. He's been playing good defense on our guys, just competing. That's one thing that I'm noticing with players when I've been scouting. It's just their ability to just show up, and they're just not afraid of the moment, not afraid of attacking guys, no matter who's on that jersey. Kyle Anderson is a weirdo, man. He hasn't really been playing that well today. That's a guy that we need to look out for because he can create some havoc for us. I really like Valanciunas, man. I wish we had a center like Valanciunas instead of some of the guys that we've been having. Valanciunas for us is basically Mitchell Robinson, man. So, but Valanciunas is a little bit more spicier offensively, but you lose a little bit defensively. Even though he does defend his position pretty good. He's not really like a good help defender. So you're not going to see him blocking a lot of shots and stuff like that. Grayson Allen kind of was like quiet. He's another guy to look forward to in the second half. John Morant, if you want to talk about locking down somebody, 6 and 4, we kind of locking him down for the most part because John Morant gets busy scoring, and he almost beat us that one time, in regulation that time when we played against Memphis. So he's not afraid. So I expect him to get spicy in the second half. Jared Jackson Jr. is complete trash. I just want to throw that out there before anybody pops in here. Jared Jackson Jr. is complete trash, man. He plays like a WNBA player. He doesn't rebound the basketball. If you notice, only 2 rebounds. He has 11 points. he shoots like a female. No disrespect to women, but women just don't have the they just don't square up and shoot, like men do. There's a lot of women that do. I'm not trying to play that game, but most of the time women shoot from the pocket and they just kind of just throw it up there. And he's 6'11", he's throwing it from the pocket, throwing it up there like he's 6 years old and shit, man. So I mean, I really don't like Jaren Jackson's game, and I don't want any part of him. If anybody's talking about getting him in the future, please, man, wake up. Because we're looking at what's the guy's name? The guy that we drafted back in the days. I keep forgetting money's name. Tyrus Jones is solid. Desmond Bain, like I said, he's a scorer. But as big as he is, you would think that he would do a little bit more of something else aside just from scoring. He got 2 steals. He's active. I'm not dissing the guy. Anyway, that's my take on Memphis. I got State here, man. So State, give me the thumbs up. I'll let you in on this thing. So State is out there delivering babies and stuff, man. So I don't want to interrupt his profession. So we'll get him up in here in a second. All right, he's here. Hey, what's up, State? What's going on, man?
I'm feeling good, yo. I'm actually mind boggled right now because if you notice lately, I think for the past like 3 weeks or so, our offense has been different, and I'm looking at our offense. This offense reminds me of the offense Mike Woodson used to run back when he used to be here, from 2012 to 2014. We're shooting a lot more threes. We're actually top 5 in 3-point percentage in the NBA. Lately, the Knicks have been making a lot of 3-point attempts. I think we made like 16 threes. We made 12 threes the other night. So I'm happy that we're shooting a lot more threes. Shout outs to Alec Burke. Thank God he came back tonight because I can't deal with this Alfred Payton garbage no more. To hell with that. Quickly looks good. And I'm so happy for Obi Toppin too. Obi Toppin has been blessing us with great minutes. I know me and you killed Obi Toppin a couple times. So
I kill him every single night.
I mean, he's 23. So how much patience do we have to have for him?
Yeah.
So, and shout outs to Pele too. Noah Pele, he's giving us good minutes, man. He's giving us great minutes.
Yeah, he's got a pulse out there. He's basically just like a totem pole, man. Just don't turn the ball over, fam. We only need you because our guys are hurt. Noel is hurt, so otherwise he wouldn't be playing.
Yeah.
But what were you saying here about quickly? Yeah, I mean the 3-point shooting right now we're 11 for 18, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is all team confidence, man. The guys are just looking for each other. As soon as they get it, they whipping it up there, man. In nice rhythm. So I mean, this is just the evolution of this team. A couple times, quickly in the corner. I think it was Obi. No, it was Burke. Burke had a wide open shot, but he flicked it to the corner to Quickly, and Quickly just popped it. Boom,
Boom.
Reggie Bullock is becoming real adept at that too. As soon as he gets the ball, he just whap, just right into his shot, and that's what we do.
Nice. Yeah, and it's so. Me and you talked about this a lot. Like we talk about the offense and how we need to get us another 20-point per game scorer, this, that, and the third. But this is really refreshing to me. A point that me and you we don't really bring this up a lot, but I feel like we can now is you do, but mainly me. I gotta give Thibodeau credit, yo. He got Alfred Payton as his starting point guard, and his offense looked this beautiful. I can only imagine, Eru, if he made. I can only imagine if we get an upgrade at point guard this offseason or whenever. And shout out to my man too. My man right here, my coworker, he a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, right? And I picked you up yesterday, and I told you about Colin Sexton. I said I wanted to talk about Colin Sexton. I want my Knicks to trade for him. Okay. So hopefully, shout outs to you, Shaq.
Yo, bro, you can tell me about Colin Sexton. I'm just waiting for LeBron to come back.
So hopefully we can talk about that soon. I definitely want to talk some Colin Sexton, man.
Okay. Is your guy from? Is he from Ohio? Jesus Christ, man. Who's a
Nah,
kid? No. So,
nah.
how did he become a Cleveland Cavalier fan? You know what I'm saying? What, was he born in 2003 or something? You know,
Nah,
when LeBron came over?
I should. You want me to ask him now?
If you want to, man. I don't want to get into no gang fighting
That's
shit.
very interesting. Hold on. Yo, Sheldon, he wants to know. My guy, DiehardKnicks. He wants to know, how the hell did you become a Cleveland Cavaliers fan?
I couldn't be a Knicks fan because when I was growing up, I seen how my Jamaican father was cursing and yelling at the TV at the Knicks. So I wanted to grow up and never to be a Knicks fan. So they fucked me up from basically. You don't know what game that was? It was that game John Starks was fucking up.
Oh man! Have a good day.
Game.
Have a good day, Sheldon. I don't want to talk about that no more. You talk about 2 for 17. I know what you talk about.
James Harden numbers.
Damn, man. But yeah, I totally get it, man. He talking about Jamaican father and shit. Yeah, I totally get it. I can imagine the shit that he was saying, man. I wouldn't want to be a Knicks fan either after that. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that's funny, man. That's funny too.
But the Knicks is right now, they playing good basketball. We've been playing good spirited basketball for about a month now. And we're scoring the ball. That's the main thing, diehard. Like, we're actually scoring the ball at a good clip. So it's nice to see. Have you been peeping a lot of Emmanuel Quickly stats on Instagram and Twitter and all that?
A little something. What you got for me?
He got the highest PER out of all the rookies, highest plus minus for the past month on the Knicks. His playmaking is disgusting. I'm gonna be consistent with that, but he could be a good player for us, bro.
Yeah, he's decisive. You know, we've been saying that, you know, since the beginning of the year, since we first saw him. When he gets the ball, he just boom. You know what I'm saying? He's not playing around looking for somebody to get him a shot. He's not looking for a pick. He's not looking for nothing spicy or nothing like that. He gets the ball. He's like, you know, if he got to do a pump fake, then he's driving, kicking the ball. He's making moves and stuff like that. So that's been the just the whole case with him. And the reason why guys that are not playing aren't playing because they're just not making those decisive plays, man. You know, shout out to Bullock and stuff like that. You know, Bullock. You know, when Bullock gets the ball, he's not playing around. He knows his job. I get the ball is up, 3-point shot. You know what I'm saying? He's not trying to do nothing. If he don't got it, pump fake. You know, drive, floater. You know, that's his job. So you know that's what it's all about. Just being decisive and doing what you do. You know, without no hesitation.
Yeah, and you know, Tibbs run like a semi-triangle type offensive system mixed with Mike Woodson concepts. So it's a read and react system. The problem with Kevin Knox is I cannot explain this without disrespecting this young man. He can read, but his brain reacts and his body reacts even slower than his brain.
It sounds like my 7-year-old. My 7-year-old could read, but his brain it just ain't reacting properly. You know.
Yeah, and Frank, I believe Frank will be here. It's funny because I think Tibbs loves Frank, but he just doesn't see the role. He doesn't see him ready for the role he wants him in yet. From articles what I read, Frank can react very well, but he's not a good reader of the situation. So, for example, Frank will be in a game, right? And he'll see another team going on a run. Now, he won't react to that situation by him becoming more aggressive. He'll just read the situation. He'll just be reading. And that is the reason why both of those two don't play. That was a good analogy, by the way. I just hit that.
Yeah. I wish I had an applaud button ready for you, man. That was pretty good. Because that does hit the ball right on the head, man. The dude, he does react to certain situations, but like he doesn't read the moment. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the Knicks are like reeling as a team, and he just like still trying to go through through the table of contents, trying to figure out where we at in the story. You know what I'm saying? That's where he is right now.
Yeah. So I ain't mad they ain't playing, bro. I ain't mad. I'm just enjoying this season. Bullock hits another mid-range jumper. I'm just enjoying this season right now. Like, we got a good team.
Yeah, we in the playoff hunt. We in the playoff race right now, bro.
No, we officially make the playoffs after this win, and I know we're gonna win this game.
Yeah. You know what's funny? LeBron James and the Lakers, they might be in a playing game. Ain't that some funny shit?
What's even more funny about that is my friend. He's a longtime Lakers fan, and he's been a Lakers fan since I met him in high school. Cool dude, yeah. My boy Calvin. So yesterday, I called him. I'm like, yo, bro, how it feels to have the same record as the Knicks, but you don't have nothing in your draft picks. Your star is 36 years old, and you don't have no cap room. So how do you feel about that? Bro, he laughed and hung up the phone so fast.
You got nothing to say. Even though the German kid is hurt, what they gonna do now? The freaking what's his name? Schroeder? Schroeder's hurt right now.
So
you heard that?
That's on them, man. That's the reason why I don't want the Knicks to make a dumb trade like that, man. And don't sacrifice your future, man.
Yeah. Yep. So the Knicks are back. It's 71 to 61 right now.
Yes, sir. All right. Let me get out of here, man. Randall makes another mid-range jumper. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony, man, for teaching Randy how to play good, productive offense. But I'm out here, yo. All
right, my man. Oh, thanks for coming in.
Get that quote I said. We need that in the snippet, please.
I'm gonna keep a note of it, man. That we can make sure we talk about it next time. Well, the podcast is gonna be tomorrow, man. So for anybody that wants to check it out, tomorrow we'll be podcasting me and State.
Yeah.
All right, my brother.
I nation.
Peace. Hey guys. Sorry about the little feedback. We figured out what the issue is with me and State, man. He got a overheating phone. That's what causes all the feedback that you hear. So we are working on that. I think we might start a GoFundMe for him to see if we can get him, a phone that was made this decade. Shout out to State, man. That's my guy, man. I love talking to State, man. Yeah, the evolution of our podcast, man. If you can, like most of the podcasts that we did all the podcasts that we did on the audio tip is on his channel. So you can go back to our old conversations from from this year. Was it last year too? Anyway, just scroll through State of New York Knicks his podcast, whatever, on the audio. And it's available on all these platforms. I do an audio podcast too. That's how I started all this stuff, man. I started actually with the audio, but I just fell in love. I just happened to fall in love with the YouTube stuff, man. I like to I just like it. I like the way this goes, man. So just go back and listen to our conversation, just the evolution of his thought process, and then just the evolution of us. And we've always had pretty good chemistry. That's why we keep coming back to each other, man. Yeah, so shout out to State, man. He's a good dude, and he loves the Knicks, man. See, he's like he's freaking, yeah, he's crazy, man. He's freaking at work and he's podcasting at the same time. You see, he's a funny guy, man. Yeah, man. So far so good. Knicks 73-65. I think that's what it's gonna be the whole game. We just gotta be very careful not to let these guys get hot at all. Let me get the score back up here for the so we can see what's going on here. I'm just looking at the box score. I didn't get a chance to talk about the Knicks box score. So far, it's beautiful, man. Straight up and down. Everyone is pretty even. RG Barrett, 8 points, 6 points for Alfred. Shout out to Alfred, man. Alfred just comes in right now. He's a table setter right now for us. So that's fantastic, because it keeps Derrick Rose minutes down. It also doesn't put pressure on Emmanuel quickly to take it to the next level yet. He can still fool around where he can score his points, and he has no rebounds, no assists. You know what I'm saying? No steals, no blocks. You know, he's an offensive player right now, so we don't need him to be such a heavy facilitator so early in the game. So that's very important, man. You know, that's one thing that I don't think anybody's really talking about. You know, Elfrid Payton is literally setting the table, man. You know, look at the defense, 2 steals. You know, he usually doesn't turn the ball over that much, you know, if at all. You know, he drove the ball, you know, set the table, driving the ball in the beginning of the game, got to the free throw line, just caused a little havoc enough to get the ball to Derrick Rose so he could start, so we could start playing. So Derrick Rose, you know, he's been in his bag, man, you know, since he's been in the Knicks, man, like, almost like a resurgence, man. I heard people talking about him being 6th man in the year if he didn't get hurt, not hurt, if he wasn't on the COVID protocols. And if he started the next season a little earlier, maybe he would be in contention. But I mean, like, I don't get all that stuff, man. He's been an integral part of what we've been doing as far as winning. Because as soon as he came here, they changed the whole look of the whole team. So, man, if they're gonna talk about 6th man of the year, we definitely should get some votes because we have the 4th seed in the East. So, what more criteria do you need as a 6th man? Derrick Rose has really been playing some really good basketball, man. He's been in his bag, doing everything. Completely changed his games from a guy that I didn't think that he could slow down. You know, because he's just one of those guys that he just steps on the gas and then the torque in his body. So he was doing stuff that that human beings shouldn't be doing. That's why he got hurt so much. But to see him now playing so good, man, it's a lot of fun watching Derrick Rose play, man. He's a really good basketball player. For any young guy this might be watching, or if I could just put it out in the universe, man, that's the guy you guys need to watch. As far as good basketball players are concerned, man, he's a really good basketball player. Pell, State tried to give him a little bit of love, but Pell is trash, man. You know, he's just a foul guy. You know, if you see in the playoffs, if you see Pell in the game, somebody's gonna get hurt. You know what I'm saying? He's only Pell is really on the roster right now just to hurt somebody. You know, shout out to Pell if Mitchell Robinson comes back. And you see Mitchell Robinson, Pell, and Noel out there at the same time, man, somebody's going to get hurt. You know, and I like the option to have that, you know, available for the Knicks. You know, right now, Knicks is still holding on to the lead, man. So I'll get back to the game in a second. Just talking about our guys, man. Shout out to Alec Burke, man. Alec Burke has been playing fantastic. Here's one thing about Burke, man, that I noticed that I wanted to mention last game I didn't really mention. He looks skinny. You know, so he had COVID and he lost some weight. It looked like he lost like 5 pounds. You know, when you look on TV, like if you lose 5 pounds on TV, you could totally see it. You know, if you gain 5 pounds, you could totally see it. Alec Burke looks really slim. Like his uniform looks loose on him. Even his warm up jersey and shit, his t-shirt that he has on, it looks really loose on him, man. So he definitely lost like at least 5 pounds or whatever from that. So he looks loose. You know what I'm saying? So maybe maybe COVID is a blessing for him. You know, because it allowed him to maybe get rid of some of the toxins and stuff out of his body. You know, maybe the pain and stuff like that. Because he looked great, man. He looks really good, dribbling and stuff out there. So it's good. Good basketball player, man. Just setting the table. We have a really good bench. You know, led by Derrick Rose, Emmanuel Quickly, and Alec Burke. Really good bench, man. Here's Obi Toppin. So Obi Toppin, I just do not like. I just don't. He just drives me crazy. Like I said it the last game, and I'm gonna say it as much as I'm gonna say it till I'm blue in the face. I wish Obi Toppin wasn't playing. You know, I wish we had a guy that plays his position that can actually produce. You know what I'm saying? More consistently. Because I mean, we're 4th seed in the NBA playoffs right now. You know, playoff race in the East. Elfrid Payton just made a nice little layup, man. That's what he does, man. He just sets the table. Sets the table for what the rest of the guys are going to do for us. He got a rebound. Here he comes up the court now. Setting the offense up. He's making the calls, whatever, getting guys organized. Nice little curl play for Bullock. You know, Bullock normally makes that if he gets his feet set. He kind of was drifting a little bit. But we'll get back to that, man. But, you know, Obi Toppin, you know, I know he's a rookie. I get all that. You know, I don't need the explanation. But right now we're in a playoff race, man. So I wish we didn't have a guy. I wish we had a guy better than him to play right now because we need a guy better than him to play in order to keep us strong. You know, so we can do what we need to do in these playoffs. Because I mean, damn, man, if we had a more like decisive, you know, more veteran savvy, it doesn't have to be necessarily like a grizzled veteran, just somebody that knows how to play. man, we would be so much. We would be really, really, really good because I cringe every time Obi Toppin shoots a three. Alfred Payton just made a stupid ass turnover, man. Euro step to nowhere, and just threw it right to the defender. He might need to come out and bring Rose in right now, because we're in the 6-minute mark at the third quarter. So that's enough for Alfred, man. Get him out of there and put Rose in the game. So I mean, just a couple things. He Obi Toppin hit that. His first shot was a 3-pointer. I cringe every time he shoots a three. Another play that he made. He was driving. And instead of just finishing and taking the rim off, he kicked it back out to the left for quickly for a three. Quickly made it. You know what I'm saying? But it was a bad play. He was wide open. Nobody was there. He should have took the rim off. And if anybody came up to block it, he should have freaking killed them. You know what I'm saying? He should have thrown them right on their back. Somebody should have been on the poster for that play. Another one too. He set a pick for Derrick Rose. The pick was so trash that the guy just went right through him like he was invisible and almost stole the ball from Derrick Rose. Thank God Derrick Rose got the ball back and it ended up being the 3-point shot, man. So, if Derrick Rose doesn't recover the ball and make a three, then that's a layup. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be getting letting teams get layups based off of a pick that Obi Toppin can't set. So that's no good. Memphis is getting some momentum here, man. A couple guys are starting to shine. Some of the guys that weren't doing nothing in the first half, they're starting to percolate, like Clyde would say. Let me get this matchup up here so I can see what's going on with the points and stuff. So I hope you guys can see it. I'm just kind of like giving my 2 cents about Obi. There was another play. Him driving to the basket. Him driving to the basket is almost as bad as Kevin Knox. But Kevin Knox, I give him credit. Last night, he got some garbage minutes in there, and he was driving to the rim really, really good. I wish Kevin Knox was there already. If Kevin Knox was there, then he would be the guy that I would put in Obi's spot, and we would be freaking really, really hard to beat, man. That's like the X factor spot right there. So it would be great. It would be like a gift from the basketball gods, for Kevin Knox out of nowhere, just get put back into the rotation and just fucking emerge into the guy that he's supposed to be, man. He's not a guy that's gonna be a harsh defender or stuff like that, but somebody that can do something, that can create stuff, that can help us out a little bit, because I can't take Obi Toppin with these 3-point shots from hell, man. Jesus Christ, I can't take him driving with the two hands on the ball, jumping up and doing this because he's afraid of contact, and he can't finish outside of a dunk. It's crazy, man. He did have that nice play, with Derek. Derek, was it Derek? No, it was Alec Burke, where he got the ball in the corner, gave it to Burke. Burke drove, and then he went and got an alley-oop. Like, listen, whatever, man. It could have been any player. That was the right play to make. It could have been any player there in the corner. Obi Toppin didn't do anything special. It could have been anybody. It could have been me. I would have did the same thing. Instead of dunking it or catching an alley-oop, I would have got a layup. And I'm asking you, what's the difference? What's the difference between catching an alley-oop and making a layup? So anyway, that's my Obi rant of the game. And I see guys in here. I saw Knicks community in here, man. We got to get up, Knicks community, if you're still watching. Of course, Holcomb. What up, Diehard? I'm starting to think you're a bot, bro. Quindell Berry, thank you for coming out. I don't recall seeing Quindell Berry before, so thank you for coming and hanging out a little bit. Yeah, man. Brooks. I'm talking about Brooks earlier, man. Brooks would be a nice pickup. This is all for like the future, mental pictures. Because right now, believe it or not, welcome to the next winning era of Knicks basketball, guys. So in the future going forward, these are guys we're gonna have to start highlighting. So whenever we need some players down the line. Dylan Brooks is definitely a guy that we got to circle, man. He's a Knick. He's a guy that will represent the Knicks pretty good, man. There goes Knicks community. He was talking. We're gonna talk about sex. Me and Stay gonna get together tomorrow. We're gonna talk probably about the same time, about 9:00. 9:00 seems to be the diehard hour, man. So catch Eru DiehardKnicks podcast at 9:00. on any day. You know what I'm saying? Because I try to base everything off of what the Knicks are doing. So if the Knicks are playing, I'm doing this. I'm doing that halftime to crunch time thing. So if the Knicks aren't playing, you probably see me at 9 o'clock doing something. Like sporadically, you'll see me, randomly if I'm off or whatever happens like throughout the day, you might see me do a pod. But like I said, I'm a working man. You know what I'm saying? I got a family and stuff like that. So things are not going to be as organized as you would like. But if you like hanging out with me, man, come hang out with me. You know what I'm saying? This is I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just having fun. I would like to get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, anybody would. But it is what it is. This is Too Easy 12 clips. What's up? Crazy name. I think I might have seen you before. I'm not exactly sure. Brand Dezen is my guy here. He's been coming in a lot. Enjoying my little jokes and stuff. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Get out of here. It was like Ja tried to go off the backboard. Get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. Thank you for the easy layup from RJ. Dunk layup, it's the same points. You got to be careful with that. Ja Morant does have the cooking potential to get busy in the fourth. But, to hell with that dude, man. So far, we locking him up pretty good. Top end. I don't know about rebounding the ball very well, man. I believe he's just getting, rebounds in space with nobody around him. I don't recall him rebounding well, He just got rebounds. He wasn't rebounding well. He's not strong, man. If Obi develops, that's the end of that conversation right there. You know what I'm saying? If Obi develops. I make this joke a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody told me this years ago. If my aunt had a dick, if my aunt had a dick, right? She'll be my uncle. So that's really it right there. So I don't want to disrespect the postman. So let me see what you have to say. Obi develops well. Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know about Bam Adebayo though. I don't know about that. Bam Adebayo is a nasty guy. Bam was always nasty. He just slimmed down and got a little bit more versatile. But for him to be Bam's to get to Bam from the style of play that he's playing now to get to Bam, that's gonna take he's gonna have to get like a freaking blood transfusion from Bam or something like that. Like She-Hulk, or something like that. He's gonna have to get like some gamma radiation or something like that for him to make that kind of jump. Because Bam is good, but I think I talk a lot about Obi because I love him. He's on the Knicks, and I'm not talking about him because I'm just being disrespectful to the young kid. I love the dude, man. I think next year, absolutely, he's gonna be everything that I want him to be next year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about Bam though, because Bam is really, really good physically, man. Strong fucking guy, and an oppressor. He oppresses whoever's playing with him. So that's his MO, the Miami style of basketball. So I don't think Obi's gonna be that. At least not yet. But he's also 23, man. Jesus Christ, man. I don't know what he's been doing all this time. We need a proper center as a second option. Yeah, Noel and Taj have been playing pretty good. They can play power forward also. It's Mitchell Robinson, man. We just got to get Mitchell Robinson back. We also got to have the conversation about getting somebody that has a little bit of offense. Shout out to guys like shout out to Valanciunas. I really like Valanciunas, man. I think he's a good player. But I don't know if that's the kind of guy we're gonna get. I'm not sure about these guys' contracts. We'll talk about that as time goes on, man. But we're in the middle of a playoff race, so this is not really the time to start crunching numbers and start, putting layaway plans on players at the moment, man. Right now, we got to kind of focus on the playoffs. So I see MSG. They've been showing playoff highlights and stuff like that, trying to get the fans revved up as well. The media is starting to ask questions about the playoffs and stuff like that. This is it, guys. This is it. This is what we've been asking for. People complaining that we didn't tank and we're not playing the youth. Man, like, get off it, man. This is it. The Knicks are back, and that's it. We are in the next. I don't want to say great yet because it hasn't happened, but we have entered the next era of Knicks playoff basketball. And the table is set for a future run, and just enjoy this shit, man, because we fucking deserve it. Oh yeah, Knox just isn't it, man. Shit, man. It sucks, man, because if he, it's not like, if he played like his first season, he had the 12 points his first season. You know, just because of the coach and the forced minutes and things of that nature, featured him maybe a lot. You know, this doesn't mean that he had the game. You know, we featured Eddie Curry back in the days, if y'all remember that. You know, with his one hand and you know, one hamburger away from a heart attack having ass. You know what I'm saying? I see you, man. I see you, brother. Hanging out and stuff. He said, Uncle, I am not a bot. I'm just joking with you, man. Just joking with you. I appreciate you coming in every day, man. I really appreciate you. Yeah, man. So we get back to the game. Knicks are still you know, keeping these guys at hands reach. Right now it's a 3-possession game at the bottom of the third quarter. Hey, man, thank you guys for hanging out. Just giving love to everybody as we coming in on the chat. We were talking about I forgot who said it, man. I got a bad memory, man. It's old age, I guess, right? We were talking about whiskey the last game. I haven't had, you know, I need to hire some interns or something, man, because I mean I can't, you know, I like to make you know, I like to put my humor in the stuff that I put out there. I haven't had a chance to really make any promo posts, man, especially on Instagram. Instagram is all about the promo posts and stuff like that. You know, Twitter is a little bit more easier to share, obviously. But you know, to make promo posts, that's really what Instagram is all about. And I haven't really been able to do it, man, because I mean, you know, I just don't have time. I just don't have time to do it. So I think I might need to hire a fucking intern, man. Not a fucking intern, but just like an intern, you know. I'm not into that, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, I wrote some stuff down here. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Yeah, just the gunslinging Julius Randle. That's the only thing I'm just really worried about with the Knicks, man. Because I like I said, I love to see him getting busy, but we can't have Julius Randle turn into Melo, where he's like getting mad that he didn't get his shots. You know what I'm saying? He's been getting pissed. The last game, he was arguing with the refs and fighting players and stuff like that over his him scoring. You know, right now, I was just looking at his body language on the bench. He's engaged. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I love it, man. He's engaged. You know, so the team is engaged. Everybody's playing for each other. So he's not Melo in that way, meaning that how Melo just gonna stand there, jab step, looking for his jump, looking for his scoring, not really trying to get people involved. You know, Randall is not that. I just don't want him to become that. You know what I'm talking about? So you know, so far so good. We got a really good production from our bench. That's gonna be our bread and butter going into the playoffs, man. Oh man, going into the playoffs. Oh man, 9-point you know, game here. Right now it's 7 points. I'm looking at. No. I'm not good at counting, man. So it's 13 points right now. Is that right? Yeah, I can't freaking count, guys. It's 93 to 80. So that's 13 points, right? Wow, man. I need to like take some vitamins or something, man. Yeah, I'm losing my stream, guys. So my timestamp is 154. You know, Cheryl Swoops. I mean, you know, Jaren Jackson Jr. just shot another 3-point shot. I was thinking of I keep thinking of Landry Fields, not Landry Fields. It was Channing Frye. That's what Jared Jackson Jr. reminds me of, Channing Frye. But Jared Jackson is young. He's a young boy. You know what I'm saying? He's too young to be you know, becoming a 3-point specialist. Look, here goes another 3-pointer. Just a push shot, shot put 3-pointer, man. He is garbage. Jared Jackson Jr. is garbage. Remember, I told you that. You know, I've been holding that Oreo too long, man. God damn. You know, Oreos are not the best thing to eat while you're doing a podcast, especially a visual podcast. You know, sorry for the crunch. I'm sorry for you know, the dark matter in my mouth. Pause. Hey man, thanks for hanging out with the kid. This is DiehardKnicks podcast. Eru, that's me. I am the Any Star, East New York, Brooklyn. That's where I'm from. I don't live there though. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. It's still my heart and soul, and I love where I'm from. You know, this is what I do. I do podcasts here. I like to watch the game. I like for people to watch me watch the game. It's cool. Sometimes I have guests. Like I just had what's the name, stayed here. Like I said, we got to do something about his phone because his phone has been overheating. He needs to upgrade, guys. He needs to upgrade. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if State has a Cash App, but if anybody got, could Cash App him some bread to help him upgrade his phone or something like that, we need to do that. Get him a fan or maybe a cup of ice. Throw his phone in a cup of ice. Yep. So it's becoming a 16, 17 point lead right now. So right now, did Memphis give up? Shout out to Memphis, man. Like the Rockets. The Rockets were atrocious. They're an embarrassing team. But at least they were playing hard. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. A couple other teams, I forgot who gave up. Some team gave up to us one time. I was really pissed off during this halftime, the Crunchtime thing, because it's like, how dare you? How dare you just give up and stuff like that? You owe us your time. You know what I'm saying? Don't buy out to us. And act like it's nothing, man. This is a privilege to play basketball. I tried to run across the street today. My whole body almost collapsed, man, like the freaking Twin Towers. No disrespect. Rest in peace to everyone. You know the vibes already. I didn't mean to throw that in the mix, but you get what I'm saying. We are in the fourth quarter, up by 17. Yeah, man. So we can end the podcast here. I don't think these Memphis Grizzlies guys are going to do anything to us, man. But it's a game of runs. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm eating Oreos and I'm drinking diet soda that I'm mixing in with seltzer, to try to get me done for the night. So I might end up with the runs by the end of the night, man. So you never know. So let's hope I get the runs, and let's hope Memphis Grizzlies doesn't get the runs tonight. What's up with Wally Zerbiak's suits, man? He looks like I don't know, man. He looks like a real estate agent, man. He doesn't really look like a broadcaster. He looks sharp though. I can't front. I'm not hating and stuff like that. I'm not the best dresser, But I mean, I just saw Air Force Ones underneath the desk. He's bugging out, man. But right now, you don't want to see what I got underneath the desk right now. Definitely not. But shout out to the Knicks, man. The Knicks are playing pretty good. Alec Burks is came back. He gave the Knicks what we've been missing. Thank God. So it is what it is, man. We just got to get healthy right now. Nerlens Noel. We got to get him back for the playoffs. Mitchell Robinson. Hopefully he can come back soon. Too. Maybe if he can, God, if we can make the second round, and Mitchell Robinson can come in and give us some minutes. Oh my God, that's exactly what we need for us to get better. Yeah, man. Because nobody's gonna come save us, man. The only people that they're gonna quote unquote save us is the guys that are already on this roster. So we get Mitchell Robinson back and Nerlens Noel. Now that we got Burke back, now we're good, man. So it all happens. It all depends now on how these NBA refs call the games in the playoffs. If they swaddle the whistle, the way that they traditionally do, and start playing more physically, that puts the game right into the lap of the Knicks. The Knicks play physically all year. They play hard all year. You know what I'm saying? So that fits right into our lap. And teams don't really want to see the Knicks, man. Since Memphis is not really doing nothing for us right now, I'll pull up the standings right now. I'll just throw some shit out there about the standings. So we're gonna do NBA standings. Just regular Google. Let me get rid of this, and let's put some standings on here while we're waiting for Memphis Grizzlies to give us a fight. Right now, it's still 97-80. Memphis is bringing the ball up to start the fourth quarter. They don't have nothing, man. The Knicks are playing such great defense, man. We're collapsing on everybody. Nice block shot by Pell. They scrambling. Valanciunas is in the corner for the three. I mean, what is going on here? They did hit the three. That's something that we got to be careful with, man. We can't have those guys hitting those shots and getting confidence. That's one thing. We got to be very careful not to give these guys confidence. So this is just the standings I got here. I'll drop myself, make it a little bit bigger so you guys can see better. So this is the standings here. So the 76ers, 76ers, they have Embiid. That's the one thing that bothers us. But like I said, if you see Pell, Noel, and possibly Knox in the game at the same time, here we go, back-to-back threes for Memphis. They're starting to get a little bounce, high fives. They got the little, the snarl, the young people do, like that means something. So this is very dangerous right now. Knicks 97 to 86. All of a sudden, it's 11-point game. So that's not what we need right now. So anyway, I'm talking about Embiid, whatever. So like if we see our big men in the game with Embiid out in there, somebody's gonna get hurt. We're gonna be looking to put some elbows and stuff like that, possibly start a fight. That's what teams are gonna try to do to Julius Randle. They're gonna be trying to get him riled up to get him out the game. So if we play a team like the 76ers, hopefully that's what our game plan is going to be. Put guys in there, get him into a match where he's fighting, and get him some fouls, foul him out, technical fouls, that type of thing. Get him out the game, and then we have a fighting chance against that team. And it's pretty easy, man, because there's no enforcers in the NBA now. So if your main player is your enforcer, you're in trouble. So that's why the 76ers are going to be in trouble in the playoffs, because their main enforcer is Embiid. So that falls right into our laps, man, if the Knicks play that game with them. So, I mean, you got to do everything that you can to get an edge, The Nets, they just got 3 superstars on that team. There's nothing really else to talk about. They got 3 superstars on the team. So, if everybody's healthy and everybody got it going, how could you stop them? Because those guys, they can get 30, 30, 30 in the same game. How do you stop that? And then they got shooters outside of that. You know what I'm saying? Rebounding. You want to talk about rebounding. You want to talk about defense. For a team like that, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about defense, and you don't have to worry about rebounding the ball, because there won't be too many rebounds. These guys score. The Bucks. I think the Bucks are in our pocket. The Bucks don't want to see us in the playoffs, because I think we're gonna ice Giannis. And we'll lock down their players, and we could beat them in a series. I'm not saying we're going to sweep them, what I'm saying, but give us a series against Memphis, we might be able to beat them. And I'm not saying we might. I think we could beat, Milwaukee. So Milwaukee don't want to see us. Absolutely not. The Hawks is a team that scares me because they play sucker basketball. Everything with the fake, running into people, trying to cause fouls with Trae Young and stuff like that. They shoot a lot of threes. They got a lot of offensive firepower on that team. But we played defense on them, and we were able to contain them. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be like a hard fought game. It's going to have a lot of Indiana vibes from back in the days where Reggie Miller, the Knicks will be winning. Then I don't know where Reggie Miller hit some threes and stuff like that. So that's how it's going to be with the Hawks. They're just going to hit a little bit more threes than we will. And it's going to be really frustrating. So that could be that type of series, but we could win. Freaking Rose almost had a backcourt violation, man. Nobody came to help just now. Man, Knicks gotta be careful, man. We're in dangerous territory right now. 11-point lead, and Memphis brought the defense back, and they're hitting their jump shot. So gotta be careful here. The Heat is gonna be old school. Bang bang, just like Memphis is trying to bang bang with us right now. Miami Heat and Knicks, that's bang bang. Right now, Memphis has not Memphis. Miami Heat has the edge and experience, so that's a dangerous matchup for us, man. But we could beat the Heat. Celtics, with Tatum and the guys that they have there, I'm not worried about them because they play one-on-one basketball, and the Knicks could defend those guys. We just gotta have the lead and lock them down in the fourth. You know what I'm saying? Because if you keep it close against the Celtics, they just have those guys that go one-on-one. So it's hard to play against those guys. The rest of the teams are basically the same. The Wizards are dangerous, obviously, but they have to get into the play-in in order for us to even talk about them. All the rest of the teams I'm not worried about. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not worried about anybody from 8 down. That has to do with the Hornets, Pacers, and the Wizards. Not worried about none of those guys. So the real teams that we got to worry about, it really is the Celtics, Heat, Hawks, and the Nets. Like I said, every other team, I can give you a whole scenario how we can knock those guys out. So it is what it is, man. Shout out to the Knicks, man. Thank you for for giving us that opportunity, man, to talk great about you, man. It's good stuff, man. So What's up, suckers? What's up, Knickses? Gotta be very careful with that N word, man. I like to play on the N word. Knickses. It's May the 4th. Go Knicks, go Nets. Not here, man. Not on this channel. What's up? Knicks need to stay away from the Heat and the Hawks. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad we're in agreement, May the 4th. Let's get this score back in here before somebody starts complaining that I don't show the score during the game. I mean, other guys don't do it either, man. You know, that do watch-alongs and stuff. They don't be showing the score either. So this is an old score. Damn, we need to refresh that. Yahoo. So right now it's 99 to 88. You know, the Knicks are keeping them at arm's length still. You know, I don't think we're gonna blow out this team, man. They play too hard. They play too tough, and they don't give up. You know what I'm saying? So you know, shout out to Memphis. I appreciate the fight. You know what I'm saying? That's like a moral victory, what you want to say, you know? You know, I'm glad they showed up and just not sitting down for us, man. But you know, we definitely got to get this win. But I appreciate the competition, man. I don't like easy, like Houston. You know. This guy Desmond Bain. What do you guys think about him? He kind of gives me Jimmy Jackson vibes. You know, I'm giving you guys heat, man. Jimmy Jackson, Desmond Bain. I know you agree with that shit. So we'll see what he does, man. He gotta do something, show people a little bit more handling the ball. You know, he's just like really strong. He's gonna be a freaking a swimsuit model or something like that. He's gonna sell board shorts in the summertime. You know, but he's a good shooter. John Morant just looks dead. He doesn't look, as he drives in, trying for something to happen. Referees are not going to give him that call. You know what I'm saying? Because, he just drove in through his whole body in there trying to start something. He don't have it. Something's going on with him tonight, man. Maybe his braids are too tight or something. Maybe, look at that. Taj Gibson with the freaking block looking like Mitchell Robinson on his rookie year. Knicks are fighting for the rebound. Team rebounding. I've been noticing that in this game too. A lot of good rebounds inside as a team from our guards and stuff. Almost a fucking backcourt violation just now. The Knicks always dribble handoff as soon as they come across half court. Here goes Julius. Oh man, what a play by Julius Randle. And then Burke blows the assist. Julius Randle should have just finished it. Nobody on Memphis could stop us. Could stop Julius, so he should have just laid it up. So 8:28 is my time stamp in the game. Right now, we still got them arm's length, 11 point lead. Knicks are doing pretty good. If they're gonna show that's the Derrick Rose layup. I want to see the Julius Randle play. Julius Randle's getting a little bit too spicy with the one-on-one stuff, man. Getting a little bit too cute too. These guys got to learn how to lay up other than a freaking floater. Yeah, I think Memphis is out of here. Still got plenty of time, but I think Memphis is out of here. Here goes another shot. Quickly just run, drives in and just a floater. Runner towards the basket. And these guys got to figure out a different way to score. It's kind of sucks to watch. Guys just floating every single time. Blame Chris Brickley for that, man. Everybody keeps trying to copy everything that he does. Chris Brickley, that's another guy, DJ, I forgot his name, DJ somebody, Discman, whatever his name is. He's another guy that that everyone, just does every move that he does. When back in the days, we were the ones that improvised those moves, and now these guys are teaching it and getting paid for it, and all the stars are going to these guys to learn. So I mean, what did we do before these NBA trainers, man? You just put in the work. Derrick Rose, man. When did Derrick Rose become a 3-point shooter? This year, man. He's really good. Yeah, man. 7:25 in the game. Knicks up by 11. No action, really, man. Nobody's really scoring. There is a lot of body action, which is nice. A lot of physicality, a lot of physical movement in the game, which is pretty good, but it's not really a lot of scoring going on in this game. That's good for the Knicks, man. The Knicks defense is frustrating. Thing. Look, I'm just looking at Dylan Brooks, man. I love this kid. He's sweating his nuts off, man. His jersey's soaking wet. You can see his hair is wet. He's playing really hard. Valanciunas is another guy sweating his nuts off. Playing really hard. So these guys are playing hard while John Morant is kind of just trying to figure his shit out. Some of the other guys are kind of just floating too, man. So shout out to these guys, man. These are some guys that we need to highlight, like I've been saying all game, for the future, growth of this team. Down the lane. Here goes Julius Randle, just bodying inside. Just working too hard for that basket, man. What does Julius have right now? Julius, I think he might still be stuck on 18. No, he got 20. Well, he had 13. So I guess he scored. He's been scoring a lot of points. Going 1-on-1, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. We might, if he can keep this lead, going up to the maybe the 5-minute mark, maybe we can get Julius Randle to sit down and take a rest, man. Freaking Derrick Rose, he's in his bag, man. What he got, 19 now? Or 17? He got 17 points. Derrick Rose is in his bag. He doesn't get a lot of assists, he's not really an assist guy. But the point I was actually gonna make a podcast about it. To touch on some other pods points. But it's a point that I've been making all year. We don't need a distributing point guard. Julius Randle was our distributor. So I'm not a big fan of Lonzo Ball. I made a few podcasts talking about him. Lonzo Ball versus Alfred. We don't need a point guard. We don't need a point guard that you're bringing in here to be a distributor. What we do need is more of a scorer in the mold of Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is playing that role really well. Off the bench, but we need that guy to really set the table. What happened? They called travel for Rose, or was that a shot clock violation? Wasn't paying attention. But Knicks is still up by 10, 1-on-1 to 91. These guys stay open in the corner, man. It drives me crazy. So that's a 7-point lead right now. So that's dangerous. So now we can't really give Julius a break now if you're gonna be giving these guys wide open corner threes. It drives me crazy. Because Taj Gibson, why are you standing in the paint while your man, or why a man is just at the 3-point line, just chilling? There's no reason for you to be in the paint. Now it's John Morant time. Ja just made a nice spicy little layup. Now here we go. And now it's a 2-possession game. 5:27 left in the game. This is very dangerous territory for the Knicks, man. So we got to see what we're gonna do. Timeout is necessary. This is just John Morant trying to do something. So this is very dangerous. So this is for players that are trying to get on Sports Center. They want to work on his moves and make highlights and shit like that. This is the time those guys like that shine. Shout out to Boston. That's the point I'm trying to make with Boston. When Boston in the playoffs, if we keep it close like that, and then it gets to the fourth quarter, a team like Boston is gonna roast us. You know what I'm saying? Because they just have the better 1-on-1 players. That's all it is, really. But what kills me is leaving the 3-point shot open for these guys. We can't leave guys open for the 3 because the only way they're gonna catch us is by hitting threes. So why are we giving them 3-pointers? I don't get it. It feels no sense. Anyway, if you look at the game thing, we just we let them back in the game because of 3-pointers. Dylan Brooks is playing his ass off, scoring the ball at least. 2 steals, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 25 points. Kyle Anderson is sneakily keeping us in this game. He just hit a 3, couple good assists in this second half. Valanciunas 15 and 11. Any good big man is going to do that to the Knicks. Any decent big man is going to do that to the Knicks. He also has 3 blocks. He's playing really hard tonight. John Morant, if you see 8 and 6, this is like an off game for him. Scoring wise at least. So this is dangerous for him. Desmond Bane's been shooting the lights out. 19 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. WNBA Jaren Jackson Jr. He does what he does. But Desmond Bain is the tail of the game right here, man. We haven't been able to find him. He had just hit a three a few minutes ago, right in Taj Gibson's face. Like, what the fuck, man? And why is he open? Out of all people. No, that was Kyle Anderson. But I mean, come on, man. We got to find the shooters. This is the only way that these guys are going to catch up and win this game by shooting threes. They're not going to do nothing else because our defense is locking them up. So guys are hitting me up on They know I'm watching, man. I think guys be trying to sabotage my stream. They're gonna try to hit me up while the game is on, knowing damn well. Damn well. So fourth quarter summary, the Knicks put it up on the screen. 16 points to 4 points to 11 for the Knicks. It's just not good, man. Offense, we have these problems, man. So right now we have a couple offensive guys in there. We got Burke in there being the closer at the moment. So we'll see what happens. RJ Barrett. Here's how we're going to get in trouble here. Double team to Randall. Reggie Bullock for three. He misses. Taj is risking his life and limb to get the rebound. And here we go. Julius Randall trying to be a point guard. And a spot open three-pointer. He misses it. Bullock with the rebound. We got to do better, man. We can't have Julius Randle going in between the legs and behind the back. You know what I'm saying? We just can't have it. He's going to get double and triple teamed, man. He cannot be going one-on-one like this. He goes Burke. Burke with a nice little pick and roll thing. Nice easy layup to nowhere off the top of the rim here. Still a 5-point game, 2-possession game. Here goes John Morant. Easy layup. Referees are not calling nothing. They letting him get fucked up. They ain't calling nothing. So what happened? Knicks are calling timeout? Did somebody get hurt? Burks might have hurt himself a little bit. What the fuck is he wearing? Clarks? What the hell is he wearing? It looks like he's wearing lugs. Some trash sneakers Alex Burke got, man. He's walking. I hope he sits down. I hope he's ain't going to the trainer's room. Maybe just trying to shake it off, man. His kicks are trash, man. What is he wearing? Is he literally wearing Clarks? Like green and red bottom shoes, all black. Oh man, fucked up his leg. He fell down on his leg. Yeah. That might be something that might come back to him, man. Yeah. Like how he comes down. Oh man, that's his ligaments there. His knee ligaments. Yeah. What the hell is he wearing on his feet, man? What the hell? They look like Clarks. It look like he's literally wearing Clarks. Or fucking hush puppies, for Christ's sake. For those that know who the hell a hush puppy is. My gosh. So there goes Alec Burke. His knee is probably gonna be swole up tonight. He's gonna have to ice that joint. Wear his knee brace to sleep to keep that joint loose. So Knicks are in timeout right now to make sure that he's good. So I don't know if they're gonna keep him in the game. That's right now the Memphis can't score, which is good. They're just incapable of scoring at the moment. They're relying on 3-point shooting. So the Knicks got to get up on the 3-pointers. We can't let them shoot threes. That's the only way they're going to score. Getting wide open 3-pointers in rhythm. They can't do that, man. My time stamp is 4:13, guys. Just to let you know. Fucking hush puppies, bro. What is he wearing, man? Freaking it's like he got them joints off of Utica Avenue. Stole them off a dollar cab driver. Jesus Christ. Julius Randle step over 3-pointer. I don't like it. I don't like it. You gotta make it a little easier. Your best player is gonna make big shots, but we can't have him working so hard. Right now, John Morant is being guarded by Julius Randle. Jesus. Man, Kyle Anderson. He does a good job, man, playing that point forward type of thing. He just gave the ball to Mr. WNBA Jaren Jackson Jr. Shout out to Jaren Jackson Jr. He has 3 rebounds and he's like 6'11". He's trash. Okay. Derrick Rose, nice little flip. So if I'm not mistaken, they took Burke out because he hurt himself, and now they got Rose in there to close the game. Oh man, I hope that doesn't linger, man. That little pull there, because something like that, could come back to. Because that's something like that happened to me when I was younger. I kind of did the same thing, little clip on my left leg, and I never been the same. Fast forward maybe like 2 3 years later, I ended up tearing my ACL. So I might have like partially torn it, and I was just playing on a partially torn ACL. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to wish that on our guy, but there's something to remember. If something like that happens down the road. 106-98, Knicks are up. Like I said, Memphis is not doing anything, with the ball outside of shooting 3 pointers that's going to keep them in this game. So the Knicks got to stay with their shooters. Right now, the Knicks are literally only got 9 points with 3 minutes left, in this fourth quarter. Only got 9 points in the fourth quarter. So I mean, if he would have at least, match them back bucket to bucket, 18-18, this game would be out of reach. But shout out to Memphis, getting up on us or whatever, and then it just really the Knicks don't have a lot of times we just forget how to score, and then we get into hero ball, and that's something that we just don't need to need to do. See Holcomb here. Was you wearing hush puppies, man? Nah, I didn't. Hush puppies is something that was out when we was little kids. So if you was a kid and went to Catholic school, you wore hush puppies. Hush puppies is something that is like a Harlem thing. I want to say. So more people from Harlem will rock hush puppies, but that's mostly like a Catholic school thing. But more like a uptown people wear hush puppies to Catholic school, or if they're gonna go out, whatever. Brooklyn is more Clark's. You know what I'm saying? I was a Clark dude for a long time. There's another brand I keep this in my head. I can't get it right now. But it's a brand that a lot of West Indians wear. So Brooklyn, that's all Brooklyn right there, man. The whole culture. The Bronx, they got their West Indian culture too, man. But nothing's more intricate than the Brooklyn West Indian culture. Because even like white boys, in Bensonhurst and freaking and Brighton Beach and stuff like that. That culture, connects to their culture as well. Here goes Leo Valentin. What's up, Leo? Oh, this is Lee's dad. Okay, this is literally Lee's dad. Okay, cool, man. Thank you for coming in. Excuse the curses. I know the older gentlemen don't appreciate the cursing, man. So but I try to keep it colorful. Good luck tonight. Yeah, man. Knicks are doing pretty good so far. The lead is back up to 8. So 2:40 left in the game. So hopefully the Knicks can hold on. Like I said, Memphis don't have anything with their offense, so we just got to keep that 3-point line tight, and just take it easy and get guys to score. Right now, we're clearing out for Julius Randle. I don't like it. Julius Randle, one dribble, shot to nowhere, shot to hell. It's not good. Now here goes Memphis on a fast break, waiting for a 3-pointer to pop up. There he goes. Number 22 is open. Here he goes. A shot. Does he make it? And there you go. It's like. You can call it. You can call it every single time. Julius Randle, 1-on-1, throws up a prayer shot from hell, misses it. Team goes on a fast break. They find the 3-point shooter because the defense is broken down. They make it. It's just elementary, my dear Watson. Here we go. Derrick Rose going 1-on-1. He's able to make the basket. But I mean, here he comes on Memphis now. So the only way Memphis is going to be in this game is if they hit threes, because they're not going to do nothing else. Knicks got to stay down on their 3-point shooters right now. But Brooks is open. You see, look, going to the basket, they have nothing going on. Memphis has nothing going on going to the basket. Everything is going to be 3-pointers. So I got a couple guys here. Once again, thanks for coming in, Valentin, Mr. Valentin. That's Leo's dad. So Leo's dad is a Knicks fan, man. Thank you for chiming in, man. Coming in and taking a look. I'm trying to get my dad. My dad is he likes the podcast. He keeps forgetting that I do it, But I got to get him on here so we could talk some Knicks, man. My dad is pretty cool. Shout out to Simhar Mihari. I hope I got your name correct, man. I'm just trying my best, trying to throw it out there. We need the Knicks to win because the Warriors are tied with them for the 8th. Okay, so we're talking about Memphis. We're talking about the playoff race over there. What's going on with the playoff race in the West? Okay, Grizzlies are actually in the 8th, and Warriors are in the 9th. Okay, so I get that. Thank you for coming in, Memphis fan. Appreciate you. You know, so we are gonna win. So is that the reason why that the Memphis Grizzlies are not don't have anything going right now offensively? Everything is just 3-point shooting because they're trying to purposely lose the game because they because of the whole playoff picture. It's interesting, man. These Grizzlies need to lose so the Warriors. Yeah, man. So let me get this right. Okay, so the Warriors, you guys are Warriors fans. You got Mahari and Flows. Both of you guys are Warriors fans. So you guys want the Knicks to win, so Memphis could fall down and you guys can get up. But I mean, it's the whole playoff, the play-in tournament stuff, guys. Man, so if they win and stuff like that, you still have to do the playoff play-in tournament. So that's between the 7th and 10th. So those 4 teams at the bottom there, from the 7 to 10, those are all playing stuff. So I mean, I don't want to be involved in that, man. The Knicks, especially, because they're gonna make an example of the Knicks. If the Knicks are like 7th to 10, they're gonna make an example of the Knicks, man. The Knicks gonna get screwed by that fucking new rule. So teams like the Warriors and excuse me, the Lakers. Something happened with Morant. Morant is getting ejected. I missed it because I'm too busy talking here, so I didn't see what happened. If you guys can tell me, I'm confident with the Warriors too. I think the Warriors, just because of the shooting alone, they got the best scorer in the NBA right now, freaking Curry. So I missed it. I don't know what happened with Morant. They got him kicked out. Not that I even give a damn. Next to the op, no doubt. Leo, always told Lee Randall look good to me. Yeah, yeah, man. Just like Lee said. Lee said the same thing. So so your name is Leo Cadio, and you named him Leo. Man, just like you guys are Puerto Rican, I'm thinking, right? Just like a Puerto Rican. My dad, he named me a Junior, man. So, it is what it is. Got to leave your legacy, man. But that's dope. Nice play on words. I wish my dad would have did that for me. Leo Cadio. And if I'm doing the pronunciation correctly, Leo, O was the middle name. That's dope. So I'm talking about Leo Valentin. That's a comedian that I did a podcast with recently. We've been interacting on online, on Twitter and stuff, man. So I thought it would only be right for us to do a podcast together. So if you can, check out my archives and look at the podcast that me and Leo did. That was pretty fun. I had a good time talking with him. Yeah, that's Lee Oscar. Yep, dope. Yeah, as far as the Warriors, man. Yeah, the Warriors. They're a dangerous team in the playing just off of Curry's shooting ability. So he got hit with a double technical. I missed it, man. I'm gonna have to catch that on the replay. See, games like this are very dangerous, man, because Memphis is not a good team. We're playing around with these guys. We got our best players still in the game. Then you're gonna get into a brawl, and ruin your whole year. Just because of whatever. Just because John Morant is a little mad because he couldn't get off tonight. They're gonna talk badly about him on SportsCenter, so he's mad. He has 8 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Still a decent game, but he's obviously mad because he wasn't able to get his 20 points. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be mad if Memphis lost and he still got 20. Best believe that. So Knicks are going to play on keep away. Memphis is not going to resist. So that's it, guys. Really. Knicks hit a 3-pointer. So the Knicks are handling business. It's Julius Randle, more bullshit points. We're handling business, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm. If you asking me if I'm Puerto Rican, yes, I'm absolutely Puerto Rican. I'm half Puerto Rican and half black. Mom's is black, pops is Puerto Rican. So that's it, man. 16 points. It's a 5-point differential in the shot clock and the game clock. Yeah, man. Keys to this game: the Knicks are just a better team. That's all it is to it. Shout out to Memphis because they never stop fighting. You know what I'm saying? They had nothing going offensively going to the basket. Everything is 3-pointers down the stretch. The Knicks had nothing going on either, man. So that's a big problem Too much one-on-one from Julius Randle and Derrick Rose in this game. And basically throughout our whole winning streak and stuff like that. There's been a little bit too much one-on-ones going on here. That's going to be very dangerous going forward. That's something that needs to be evolved as time goes on. So anyway, nice little win. Talking about a 3-game winning streak, guys. 3-game winning streak to start the West Coast trip. That's great, man. So the Knicks got a couple games going forward here. Let me see. I'll just pull that up. Let me do the Knicks schedule. Oh my God. Let me do it the manual way here. Got Knicks schedule. Let's see who we got next. Let me share the screen for you guys so you can see it before you guys run out on me. Let's talk about the schedule. Trying to get these numbers here without accidentally Xing out here. So going forward with the schedule, we just beat the Grizzlies. So shout out to the Nuggets. That's going to be a nice little fight. They have they don't have Murray. So that's one thing, but they do have Michael Porter Jr., man. So Michael Porter Jr. is going to be a hard guard. They also have a lot of guys that are basically just like us, just like the Knicks, but they might be a little bit better just because they've been around a little longer. They have a little bit more experience and stuff like that. So that's going to be a good matchup because we actually match up well with them without them having Murray. So that's going to be a nice game. Knicks might be able to win that game, man. It would be nice to steal that game from them. Then we get a revenge game against the Suns on Friday. The Clippers, we play the Clippers on the 9th. Play the Lakers. The Lakers, they might be healthy, come around that time, but they don't have Schroeder. So that's a gift right there for us. The Spurs, we need a revenge game against them because I think they beat us once already. So we got to get that revenge game from them. Then we play against the Hornets and the Celtics. It says to be determined. So I guess they don't know what time that those are going to be. It's a back-to-back game. I don't know if these are made-up games or something. Maybe these are games that Hornets couldn't play or the Celtics couldn't play. They need to reschedule those games. I don't know. So those last 2 games, maybe we can get some dubs at the end there. So there's a few dubs that we can get. Nuggets, we could beat the Nuggets. I would love to get revenge against the Suns. The Clippers are a team that we can beat. The Lakers are primed to beat if LeBron is not back. Spurs we can beat too. They're not so good that we can't beat them. Hornets is a team that we could beat as well, even though they got Ball back. And the Celtics we could beat them, man. So shout out to the Knicks. Knicks are good, man. So we gotta keep rooting for our teams and stop saying that we're definitely gonna lose that game. This is playoff time, man. So Knicks are in the playoffs. We clinched the playoffs today, I think, with this win. So let's not be afraid to say that we can beat teams, man, because we can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games left in this NBA season. It's been a nice ride. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's your boy Eru. Eru, the Any-Star host of the DiehardKnicks podcast. Thank you for coming in. That's me, Eru. As I do on the podcast, 4 fingers to the forehead, tucking the thumb. Salute. And I see you guys in the next one. I am your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster.